Hi guys, good morning. We are on the SSD of Carli. So this is an ISO that I've used, the one of a year ago, so to speak, yeah, 2021. And just keep rolling. Just I did my update, 2 GB came in, scale, and then I changed again to something new, icon-wise. And the wallpapers are provided by Variety. Carli 11 needs to be updated as well. Maybe you've seen the video recently about ALCI. 3 hours work of updating 7 ISOs. It's the same process, but just one ISO. Carli is a story. Over the years, we told you what to do when something happens, changes, keys, anything from A to Z. That's the difference between ALCI and Carli. This is so much more detail. So in Carli 11, we need to have a look also how it is built. There is a new Arch ISO, so the same process needs to be done all over. So it can be a little bit quicker sometimes. So Calamares, make sure you do a git clone of Calamares. Then you do a git pull, and you can see the new stuff come in. So they keep developing on this free Swiss knife to install any Linux, right? And there is Garuda, we all use it. So this is the new code coming in. And this is the old code for Carli. Where are you? Carli 11. So there's no need to build any of the others, right? They will all fail. It's only the 11 that matters. We update packages, update system updates, and voila, we need to get new code in. This is the same thing, AI root file system. That's the ISO, that's the Arch ISO Relang. There's a new version, we should check that one as well. Let's first tackle Calamares. Maybe first the application, like we've done in ALCI. I believe we started there as well with a new Calamares. So Carli package build, it's all online. There is a QML, and I've seen that they've done a lot of work in the QML department. So in the sources, there are in the modules a few Qs in there. And I think, of course, immediately on Star Trek, Q is a figure. Where are they here? Welcome Q is one. User queue, so there are always 2 users and user queue, and Q stands for QML, so things you can design a little bit more. And we've done this one bits, and maybe I don't know, a month or 2, we'll do a test and see how QML is going. But we're sticking to the Carli Calamares configuration for now. And here is the Calamares itself, so the application and the configuration is separate. And we've been doing quite a few videos about creating Calamares. Here we are, right? And the date is all the same, but it's a long time. So Calamares, we could actually see the version here by clicking open with GitHub. There will be somewhere in here a version number saying what did we change, release number, something there. So this is how you follow what is changed to my code. What is this? Here we see references to Debian and to Tumbleweed, right? But it can be technical. Look at it. What sticks in your brain sticks in your brain, right? So Calamares, a very strange thing. Why do I say double? GitHub.com and then Calamares/Calamares with an S. Right. And you have the site. So remember 3259, and here you have the site. And you read. Every single time there's a release of a package, you read latest news. What changed? Go over it. Is anything affecting my setup? QML here. Support for reusing Lux partitions. so encrypted stuff. Voila. So Control C, Control V, and then 59. We're jumping from 56 to 59. And then we go in here to the package build. 59. Yep, save. Dependencies Calamares. So these are all the packages that we need to actually be able to build Calamares. So all these things have been well installed and updated. And here we build it. So a make package would do the trick, but making a script is going to put it in the right place as well. So this little script is going to tell, hey, there is the exact pathway for the package. Look for the word Calamares, update the package sums, then you make the package. Indeed, in Carli we're signing, so we're explaining how to sign, how to create keys, it's all on there. My advice, if it's just for occasional use and such more, and a few users maybe, right, why sign at all? Keep it simple, because if there's one thing that's annoying, then it's keys that not working on ArcoLinux. So that's a decision you have to take at a later stage, maybe when there are many more users and more builders and all that, then you need to sign. If it's all just you, right, you know what you're doing. And yes, there are some arguments for signing, and yes, there are also all arguments for not signing. And then we clean everything up. So this is gonna go on there. We don't have to wait for that. He's building. Then as you saw, we need to get a look at this one, so we're not going to update that one for a later time. This one, sorry, not that one level up. Inside this one is the etc Calamares settings conf. Did that change? Okay, let's have a look at that. The modules, quite a few more modules that we're using, but a lot of them, if we just do it like this, from here till here, is the net install module, which means you can select more packages. My experience over the last 5 years tells me don't. Right? Don't. There's too many variables that can break the installation. And we've called it in ArcoLinux the easy installation, and the other one is the advanced installation. That's the advanced installation. You need to get to the internet. And there all the troubles start already. Is the cable in? Is the router in? Is the server available? Are the packages available? Are the packages colliding? I mean, the conflicting, and then Pacman just stops and says, okay, I don't know what to do. Yes, no, it's that option there. And then Calamares crashes. So at this point in time, I left them in because this is of course an educational project, but they're not used. All the net installs have a hashtag in front of them, and that's fine, right? But if you want to see what it's all about, just put the hashtag out, delete it, and voila, you've got it again. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, let's see. The other guy, where are you? Down here. So he's already there, Calamares 3.2.59, okay. Then we need to have a look at the code, which means I'm ready. Here is the source, maybe one level up. Here is my settings.conf, and here is my settings.conf. Super F5, which launches melt, file comparison, and then maybe let's do the following. This is the original, that is the target, and this is what I need to check. Okay, organized in your mind. That's the original Calamares setting, that is ours, we compare. So here's some examples, and remember, if you've seen the video, that takes 3 hours to maintain the ALCI project. I forgot this instances at the top, which really fails, nothing started. Remember the column is -D. That gave me the hint to the debug, gave me the hint to, I forgot something up there, right? It says here. So all these things are still in there, but they're not used. CFS indeed is something new. They're working on it. I've not experimented with it. That's fine. We have already a shell process Carli before, and we've made one for ALCI, a shell process before and a shell process final. Here it's called Carli before, Carli after. Let's have a look at that. Carli before and Carli after is used. Here. That's Carli before. It's a shell process, and in the shell process, here's the configuration, and we'll see it shortly. Carli in after, shell process after. These two guys are used. Timing matters. Where do I put this thing in the line? So it starts with saying, hey, welcome, right? Welcome. And then it goes down the list. What locale do you want? What keyboard do you want? And it goes down. So putting the module in a certain place, it matters. Packages is here. Grub CFG is here. Init RAM file system. Some of these things we don't need. So I need to figure out what do we need on our system. Dracut was not for us. I'm not sure what it was again for, but it's definitely not for Arch. Shell process after preserve files is a new module. And we have here the finished queue. I did use one queue here, you see? Finished queue at the end. Well, if you want to stick to things, the same thing, so queue, then here there should be no queues. I just switched module, that's all. The configurations are more or less the same, but it's switched now. Prompt install false, prompt install true. And you read what it says up here, right? If this is set to true, column will show, are you sure, prompt. So this pop-up comes, do you really want to overwrite everything? Yes. Or no. Voila, first one. Cancel, I'm just gonna do Control S and keep this open. So that's the first thing, I know. Finished queue, aha, okay. I've switched that, right? Let's start with that one, otherwise I'll forget. So in the modules, source, modules, so finished queue and finished, finished queue and finished. I like to make a new guy, right? So this finished guy, Control C, Control V. So these two guys need to be compared. Compare, let's see the differences. Now this one, the finished one, is where I want to go to, and the finished queue is, so here it says notify on finished true, here it says false. I'm gonna go for true again. Restart now command system ctl on reboot, yeah. And here it says user unchecked. Okay, so I'm looking at the lines that matter, not the lines with all these hashtags, because that is just gibberish. So all the rest is fine. And we stop. Yes. So now I can delete my finished queue. So finish the same settings, but a different blah blah there, the text. Read the blah blah. So that's done. Finished is done. Now let's go back to like this. Let's keep this as order of things. Init CPIO modules, and that's alphabetical. Let's do it like this. Init CPIO config changes. Read the differences. take it in, take it in. That's gone. If you're in around, okay, in, done. Save. Next one. These are all, I can skip all of these, that's a good thing, right? Net install, just take a look what's in there. Packages. Here's packages. We have also packages choosers queue and a package chooser. This is something else. This is the original. Right. Again, what's going on? So this is mine. Check. I'm dumping a directory in there. Okay. Good morning, Eric. No, not dummy, but Pacman. Database update true. You gotta have internet. Everything should be working. That's what breaks your system. Update database true. False. This. Let's make this bigger. Aha. Okay. It's good that I did it because it is the number of tries 0. You can tell Pacman to do more tries, but then you want to go online, right? You want to install more stuff. That's not our goal. We want to stick away from all the problem from the internet, updating the databases. But if then you can try again, disable timeout false or true, and needed only false or true. So these are commands that you recognize. Sudo pacman -s needed. Confirm. Okay, but it's not used here in this setup. And here we have an example, but this is the reality. Try to remove, not remove, but try to remove. And if it can't, it just keeps it there because it still needs it. And Calamares need to go and all the configurations need to go. But also everything that Calamares needs, depends on, should go if possible. But if you're installing Plasma stuff, the case stuff probably will stay around because Pacman says, no, it's needed. So it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages using Pacman. And the only thing we can do is live with it and obey its rules. Whoa. Yep, I'm still used to the buttons of left WM. Super F full screen. Here it is, File Manager. Well, we'll tell them that we can use all of these, right? Instead of these two, we say anything goes, just choose. And here's again the thing that we had in ALCI, the number changed for whatever reason. And we changed the required storage also, I believe, in ALCI, but doesn't really matter. Cancel, why? I want to keep this open. So click here, Control S. This is saved. Partition scheme, no, preserve files is the next one. Preserve files. There was a typo in there, and of course, I suppose, since I like to copy paste, the Calamares is in here as well, right? Calamares. Oops, another mistake. So 644 is what I choose, and here it says root wheel, it says root. Okay, 644, all about choices. And then Control S. That was preserve files, remove user. That's our live user that we need in the beginning, but can go afterwards. That's the shell process before. Let's just have a look. This is not a bad idea, a bad tip. Just point to a script. User local bin Carli final. User local bin Carli before. And do your thing with that script. So you don't have to change anything to the calamares. It's always the same script. You can add more scripts to it to have more, well, in your mind, more flexibility. That's for VirtualBox, and that's for VMware, and that's to do this, and that's to do that. Have a list. But one is enough, and have everything in there. In the process, this is what we do before, and that's what we do at the end. So the Carli before and the Carli after. Before points to Carli before. Well, all the rest is gibberish, but okay, maybe, right? Shell process. Shell process. Voilà. So super F, oh, there we go again. Super F full screen. So this is text and some explanations, because from time to time you do need those new explanations. So that's why you should actually get them in, even if it's not used by Control Z. Don't shoot false. Don't shoot false. Okay, we've got that too. Now we can overwrite it. Control Z. Then I've lost the E18N when it says calamares, preparing your system for Carli. I suppose yesterday I've overwritten that as well in the LCI. I don't think I've thought about that, but okay. All right, Control C then, because I18N is at the bottom here, I see. All right, Control X, enter at the bottom then. So set to true to run in host, don't shoot false, don't shoot false. Have the same setting here. Now it can go here, and now don't shoot false can go here. Then we have a script, okay, that's just gibberish. Text, 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 a lot of text here as well, text, 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 and we're going to override timeout 99. So we have to remember the timeout here. Or we're gonna do it like this. Control C, like so. So now we have this. Scripts, maybe a list, etc. We'll do it like this. Script. This is just an example. Timeout. So basically here we add, let's see, I don't trust this. Control C. I'm always thinking about tabs and all that. I wonder, this is not clear. This is not clear. There seems to be the possibility to have a complete timeout for everything and one just for the command here. Scripts may be a list of items. The slower has a different timeout from the other commands in the list. I'll have to check that out. I think our best bet for now is do it like this. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this at the bottom, so it can't be overwritten next time. Like this. Now this can go there. This is just an example. Okay. And this is another text bit, which I don't want to overwrite. Control C. V. I think I need to revisit ALCI, see what I did there. So, okay, the script says run that. And this is the general timeout, I believe, for all shells. If I want to have a different timeout, I could have typed here, it seems timeout, just beneath the C there, somewhere there, which I'm not gonna do. So this is what you do, right? If there are things that you're unsure, test. And you're building ISOs all day long. One line here, one change there, and then see what happens. Okay. All right. Decisions. And now we go here. I thought this would not be so difficult. It is. Maybe because I'm jumping so many versions of Calamares. That was not the case, I believe, on ALCI. Click. We put this guy at the bottom. So order is not important. Then we have timeout example, goes there. Don't root false is here. So that one is here. So I don't need this one. I've put my timeout 999 at the bottom for everyone, which gives me an example, which gives me an example, which gives me an example. Don't want this. And that one can come in between this one. Voila. So next time around it's much easier to see. This is text example, this is our thing, this is in the explanation up here, and that's the text we're using, and the timeout is for everybody. All right, Control S, we'll see. Drag. And that was done. Unpack FS. The file system needs to be unpacked. So that's basically the only thing we're doing. Since we're not having net install, there can be no issues whatsoever. And we're telling him, hey, go get the kernel, put it in boot. And the rest is unsquash. Okay, okay. My fingers want to go to full screen always. Almost there. Users. Users queue is also existing there. That's for another exercise. Play with QML. When I hear from the Calamares guys, and Garudo and Endeavor and all the guys, if it's a little bit more finished, then I'll try it. Allow weak passwords. Yay! I want to have weak passwords. And then allow true, true. This is all text. Bin bash and root. User shell bin bash. So a little bit different in writing. So YAML structure. All good. Text, blah blah. Here we have some text about template forbidden and all that. And we said, I don't mind whatever the template is. So he's going to suggest Eric-VirtualBox or something when I'm in the screen with Eric, the password, login and all that. And he'll take whatever he wants to take. Don't mind, don't need to be Carli, and derp could have been Carli, for example. I don't know where the imagination comes from. derp. Voila. And then we have the last one, welcome, which is actually the first one. Hey, what's gonna happen here? Did not save it. Now I did. Welcome. Welcome Q as alternative. Super F. God, Eric. 5 months on left WM. So true, true, false, 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 false. Okay, choices. Texts. And we got an internet check URL. Oh my God, did I check that? May have made some mistakes there in the LCI, I think. Oh, but it depends. So I can use google.com, but some countries have blocked Google, right? So you need maybe to change, depending on the country, what's the internet check URL. If there is internet, then Calamares knows. That's how he knows. But here it is, example.com. Voila. So google.com. I did use TP. I don't know, depending on the countries and whatever restrictions you have, maybe the S is important. Don't think so, but hey, I don't have the knowledge of the world. There is false true shark, which is just an example. And that's it, right? Looks like we're having it. We've changed the storage capacity to 10 in ALCI. Required RAM is 1 GB. What is now 1 GB, of course, right? But even so, the very, very old machines might just have 1. So you can still install Calamares. If I type 2, you're out. You can't install Calamares unless on the fly you go to the etc/calamares, this file changes to 1. That can be done. Okay. I believe we've done everything. So all the files, all the conf files have been checked. The net install you'll check yourself. Those were the modules, not changing anything to the branding. That's fun. Compare the branding from EndeavourOS, Garuda, Calamares, Carli, LCI, and so on with each other. Learn QMS and QML, and then voila. I'll do the same. KOS, Manjaro, Original, and then Endeavour, and here I said this is mine. Okay, done. Done. So no need for this one. No need. So we've got ourselves a new up-to-date Calamares configuration. So the application and the configuration are separate. I'm gonna put this one online because on the basis of that one we're gonna create a new one. I don't know, new config without fantasy. So that's indeed an important bit here. Finished should look different. Going to away from the queue and into the finished because it makes more sense. One is with the queue stuff and the one is without. If that's online, I can make a package for it, which is here, and then we take a look at the month. We're the 6th, and it's the first package I ever have made, and then we make the package. I did see that I have here the script for Calamares to build it. Build Calamares, Control C, go up, in here, Control V, build calamares config. So here is where the package should go. That's the destination. Find me calamares. Yes, it will find calamares with something behind it. So search me calamares and send it to the destiny and sign it as well. Make it, update packages. Okay, looks good. And remove everything I have. Let's see if that works. Build me calamares, updating the packages, up, it's signing, it's gone. And then he says cannot stat, right? Moving created things. He wants to go and move calamares. So we have to change the search. It's actually called Carli calamares. Save and run it again. Has already been built, so you type -F. Well, we could do it in here, but oh, it's gone already. It's gone already. So if you just run it up, run it again, and it's gonna be whoa. It's gonna be okay again. Built. Voila, that's better. So moving created files, cleaning up, deleting unnecessary folders, deleting those files. So that's the last bit here, deleting all kind of things. We should be getting back, but this one is still there, right? So remove calamares. It's actually remove Carli calamares. Save. Once more. And that's how we create these configurations. Now we have a remove thingy here, protected, remove protected stuff. Let's stop this thing, delete this thing, run this thing. Will it stick or is it now solved? No. Remove with force. All right. So the last change here made our check, made our changed everything. Voila. We've got here the where are you? Package build still. We go to the repo. Let's organize this like that. Carli repo, go in here. So that's the old one that will go automatically. That one. This is an old Carli calamares. Yep, that's the old one. Here's a new guy. This is our old QML. Maybe in July and August I'll have some fun. We'll see. We have our grub, dark grub or light grub. We've chosen it in the end for a dark one. We have the key rings, the mirror list. Where's our stuff? Neofetch. That's old. We abandoned Carli Neofetch. The design was not nice. Better stick to just the Neofetch from the ArcoLinux logo, much nicer. We have a configuration for XFCE, so we're getting XFCE, and it's already a little bit themed, and then an icon theme, cursor. I believe that's that. This is how we install stuff. So the system installation package has the scripts on board. This is in already 2.0 at this point in time. 2.08, sorry. Probably package build, CKB comp. If we go in here, it has number 8. And then we go to open terminal here. We update the package sums and we make the package. we should sign it. So GPG detach sign, Control C, and then CK. Delete, 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 cut, and we go back to the repo. Control V. This is old stuff. This is Sublime text. Yay, Sublime text 4. Where's version 4126? 4126. Okay, that's good. Don't need to update that one. This is rarely updated since 2021. Right, so it stays the same. Yay bin is probably updated. Yay bin. 11.1 and here is 10. Okay, so yay should be updated. Let me show you something else. Super Shift Enter. File system. var ola cache. var cache pacman packages. Yay. Oh, too bad. Oh, yay. Still, there it is. I have a few versions here on my system. It's yay, it's built already. The ZST and the SIG. Control C, Control V. The package is there. Anything else? No, we're good to go. That's what we put online. He's making a database with all the packages, so it knows, there's new version out, there's new this and new that. So we've got a jump in Calamares, 56, 59, Carli Calamares, and then always check the things, right? Carli Neofetch is out, and 2.8, and then the jump here for yay. This is the message that we're above 50 megabytes. Carli Calamares config is big. You can make it smaller, that doesn't matter the message, right? But at 100 megabyte you're in trouble. But 50, you still have 50 megabyte, well, 44 megabyte, right? 43 and a half. All right, that's good. You have to wait a little bit because GitHub will not kick in immediately. It depends on the day, on its mood. If it's a Monday or whatever, right? It depends. Sometimes it doesn't kick in. I'm gonna Alt-T this thing, and Alt-T, Alt-T, and I stick with this one. So we have, let's rethink everything. We have the way to build things. Yeah, rolling. I got already the message my brain says you need to check rolling. We've done the Calamares configuration. That's for later. The grub, nothing to do. Carli mirrors didn't change. Carli package build. We have had a look at the packages to rebuild. Sublime text is here and all that, right? Okay. And but it didn't change anything to the Carli XFC. It's basically etc scal control h .config xfc4. How will the terminal look and what kind of icons will I use? Arc darker, and some icons are down here somewhere. What's font here? Monospace 11, and all the information that you need to style, design, whatever desktop you have. You need something, some files. So that's that. Carli system installation, didn't look at that. etc scal desktop. On my desktop, I put the Calamares desktop. So I see it, I click it, it launches. Package execute user bin Calamares debugging. That's an important little bit. Add it to it, and then You get more info, otherwise it's very bare, the info, without the -d. Alright, Erlang, eh? Yep. We gotta see what changed, because we have a new Arch ISO README. There's a new version out, 4.1, save. So that's that already. Super Shift Enter, computer, file system, user, share. And here are all the Arch ISOs, 53. What changed between 53, 54? This changed, whoa, that one. That changed. And you study it. Do I want to change with it? 63, this is 64, meaning open folder as root. Make this bigger. This one, Control C, Control V. And then we have an Arch ISO copy. And we tell it, for future reference, this is 64. So, what changed? Right, between these two guys. Now, I actually don't know. Let's have a look first. Don't want to see what's the same. So you say that's this one, so the grub thing is new, profile dev there, and all these changes. Now I was thinking we'll get back to that. What I'll first want to know, is what did I change there? From 63 to 64. Okay. Imagine it would be 51 or something like that, right? We need to make a lot of changes. So my advice, if an Arch ISO comes in, sit down, compare. Do it immediately. If you have to jump a few versions, it's always, well, more difficult, more complex. Simple as that. Okay. So this is actually our changes, huh? This is what we've done. This is not committed yet. Deleted it. Here's the Captain Cursor's light. We'll see. So I need to get to this one, Super F5, compare directory. This is my directory. Yes, all of this is our way of doing things. So this is where it should change. And the original thing is this one, but not that level, the level from here, Erlang, one level up. That's what we should compare. This can go, double click, compare. So I've got myself a grub defined. Arch doesn't, we do. Carli name, of course they don't have it. Carli. There's a locale gen, there's an LSB release hook. Change anything. So that's always called Carli and not called Arch. Mirror lists that we want. Polkit rules. SDDM, what was this change? We're logging in as XFC, live user. Okay. And Sudoers G wheel. Bluetooth target service. Had an idea. There is no current theme. We could add a theme, for example. So when we boot up, we have the SDDM and it's gonna be the blue thing there. Sure, that's nice, a blue thing. But we could add an application, new package build to the list. What did I do? You'll do it too. Super F5. file, open recent, running. We're back. Okay. The same. Don't look at what's the same. It's too much work, too much things to see. Carli release, def release, group, shadow, hostname, backman, passwords, SDDM.conf. What's in here? So we defined this one. Okay, and the rest is still the same. Shadow, and here are our stuff, right? Carli before, Carli final, get Nemesis on Carli. These things, this one can stay after installation, but this one needs to go. And Carli before, Carli final. Now there are two ways of doing things. You can either put it in a package, and you say to Calamares in the end, remove that package, and then this Carli before and final will be gone. But timing matters. Timing matters. Yeah, we have to go to the structure to show you. Unless Sublime Text, help me out, Sublime Text. Do you still have that file? The config is still open? No, the config is already closed. So when you remove things, and that's bothering, but I lost a lot of time with that, so I want to say it in the video, and that is the fact that it's all about timing. This is what happens to your system. It goes down the list. It goes down the lists, and if you're going to remove it with packages, then you can't run it here, right? You wanna do some stuff just before you're going to reboot, remove this, remove that, do this. But if you put it in a package, then it will be removed here. So you can't run it here. So that's why these things are the way they are, because of the timing. Okay, that's an important tip. Lost a lot of hours with that, right? Before I figured out, oh, it's all about timing. So this one, why do I have two now here? Okay, refresh. Not the same from the bottom then. Profile def. This is new. We need to add that one. We have our own files which we make executable or not, 4 and 750 and all that. So here are the Carli before. If we forget to add the permissions to execute, it won't run. Simple as that. So these 3 lines need to be there. We're not calling it ArcoLinux, we're calling it Carli. Done. Pacman.conf, color, we want color and we love our candy. Bad for our teeth, but we love it. Carli repo and Nemesis repo. Okay. The bind is here again, a new name, same thing. And here are the pieces that we've created ourselves, and we made the decision at some point in time to go from Pulse Audio to Pipewire. Again, just a choice. And these are not used. None of these guys are used. But if you want to have, right, that's the if, if you want to choose different kind of packages. So we've got this one that's used, no, that one that's used, and these guys are not used. The only thing I need to do is say bind tools is now bind, and all the rest here we changed to poly light and poly dark, playing with these things, And this is what makes up a desktop. That's it. 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, and you got a desktop. You got to admire Arch for it. So this one, that one, that one. Compare, just the bind thing. What makes it different, because it say here GNOME, Mate, and Plasma. And one more. Bind. Difference is Plasma, XFCE, and the grub. Yeah, we can click here as well. Save. So that's done as well. Up to date. Again, so all these guys have been changed. License is there. Splash PNG original, so images. Here we have to be careful. We've decided to add some cow space, so working space, so a virtual hard disk kind of thing, so we can update the live environment. Only the live environment is right. Don't tell anything about your future system. Looks okay. Just ArcoLinux changing to Arch. There is this double point if you want to split it. So if time enough, puts the double point in front of it, and here and there, right? But it will work just the same. It has been working like that for years. Why would it not stay this? Keep working, right? Carli. Voila. Grub, that's new. That's something we need to import. So copy to the right. And then we better do a refresh. And this time from top to bottom. Carli, and then Leisure mirror list. We're gonna have access. We have SDDM. We need to log in. Bluetooth will be there. Count the stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We get today these messages of QEMU. ArcoLinux decided to support QEMU in here with the systemd thing. If you don't like that, you remove the link. Simple. Okay. Carli release, def release. So what we do is we give it a number there, a date, an hour. Nothing changed here. This is the text from XZ. We use ZSTD if nothing is filled in. If you want to see the Carli before, it's here where we do our key, pacman key init. Populate ArcoLinux, populate Carli. So today this actually is enough. This will work as well. Populate. Let's change that. Voilà. And then we clean it cleans itself up, right? It runs and it cleans itself up. And Carli final. Removing some stuff and schmodding some stuff, so it's permissions and all that. Removing the root folder. Copy everything from each syscall to the root, so they have the same configuration, bash RC, the same XFC design, etc, etc. Nano is what we love here, and all kind of things. We're moving the Calamares desktop, so that's the way I've done it here. Put something on the desktop, Calamares, click it, install it, and then in the end, of course, the user has no use having the Calamares installer on his desktop. So we remove it with this little one-liner, and we remove everything. Okay. What was I thinking? I was forgetting something. Let me pause and think. All right, got it. We've done everything here. Not quite. This one, copy to the right. So it's the other way around. Remove, 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 remove. Oh, I forgot the sort keys. Why does it say here ArcoLinux install? Let's take a look. Carli 11, yeah, that's correct. Carli install medium. That's better. And we have the cow space thing. I'm not sure with copy to RAM if we need it. Actually, I never use that line. So maybe I should. Time right is always time. Don't have time. Carli. So the sort key, right? Control C, save. Save. Sorry, number 3. Save. This is number 2. Save. And this is number 1. So in what order will it appear, basically? So that's that as well. And then what I thought, why I was here to check, is the pacman init that we've done on ALCI as well. So in the system D system, we start with pacman init service, that's okay. With multi-user targets as well. Where are you, pacman init? Okay, we start with that. We could actually edit this because so the populate is good. This is there as well. Yeah, okay. There's no problem in keeping it, but we should remove it. So now we're thinking in time. You boot up, you have the pacman init, it's gonna be mounted in something, well, in thin air, temporary, in the temp RAM file system. But then, afterwards, you get the Carli before, so you're getting the keys in, you're initializing the keys. Did we with the Carli after? Not there anymore. Remove this etc pacman.d with the Carli after. Did we with the etc scal? Wait, where are we now? In the user local bin final, do we remove? Yeah, okay, check. Remove minus R etc system D system etc pacman D GNU. Alright, okay. So we start up, we have got pacman init key. We're in the Calamares system. Carli before gets the keys on the future system, not on the live, on the future. And remove this one. Yep, okay, works like that. Okay, double check. SDDM theme. And we've done something new. SDDM theme. We have a lot of themes. And of course they're tested, we know that they work. But there's always a new one around the corner. And of course, we don't know if they're working or not. Amadeus, Amadeus. Chinese painting, I know as well what it is. Clairvoyance, it's orphaned. Quick, quick, grab it. Trillium KDE slice, we know what that is. I don't know what this one is. SDDM elegant theme. Or we do it in a separate video. It's 1 hour already. Control C. Whoa, that was wrong. Had to be Control Shift, right? SDDM elegant theme. Okay, let's assume it's a go. Okay. If I type yay SDDM elegant, I get less selections. Number 1, sure, you can build it whole, the whole thing. Okay, voila. So where is it gonna be? It's gonna be in the cache, and gonna be yay. It's gonna be here. This one, Control C. Put this guy in Carli. Carli. Package builds. Control V. System SDDM, etc. That's the package. Gonna sign it. Detach sign SDDM elegant theme. Okay, we can go cut, move to the repo, Carli repo, Carli repo, this one, Control V. Now I'm gonna install this one as well. Apply. Voila. ATT, I guess. Login. Elegant, probably. So I need to know the name. I'm gonna apply it. Next time I'll see what it is. To be really sure, computer, file system, user, share, SDDM, themes, elegant. That's the wallpaper. All right. Now I have to tell him to use elegant. So let's go for not the branding. Okay, this can go as well. And then we go to Carli, number 11. Yes, ArchISO, root file system, etc. Everything that concerns SDDM. Take a look at it. So this one, current theme, elegant, save. So I boot up and I tell him use elegant, which means I need to have elegant on the ISO. So I go to the packages and I add the correct name. The correct name was RIP. That's the correct name. Control Shift C. Control V. Save. All right, choices. So I make an ISO. I have SDDM package on it. I tell SDDM to choose that particular theme. There was another SDDM that we should check, as this one. Do we want to change anything here? Cursor theme is Capitan and all that. So I believe we've changed this one to true on ArcoLinux, and this one to true as well. And numlock on. What was it? On true. We have to check. So pausing. So it's not a boolean. It's on. Numlock on. Save. Voila. Then we have something new to Carli 11, a new SDDM theme. And no, can't think of anything else. Putting the code online. All right. Let's double check that the repo has been, because in here is SDDM elegant theme. It has to be online, of course. Wow, I just almost forgot that one. Really, the workflow, it matters, right? You have to make your own workflow, not my brain, but your brain. But never ever forget anything, because otherwise you say, why is this not working? I forgot to upload elegant theme. Ah, right. We'll see if it's already responding or not. Well, that's not where I should be anyway. Installation scripts, did we change the 64? 64-1. Save. So our new ISO version, that's more for us. If we don't change it, a red text comes, and then you remember again, oh my god, I didn't check the Releng. There's a new Arch ISO version out. Right? It's more for us than for the user. Let's see. Let's make you bigger. Ah, too late. So target not found. SDDM elegant theme Git. So GitHub is not responding yet. You need to give it some time. I know. It is this that we have. Oh, we can do this. Test mode. Now you see it, but basically it's quite empty. Yeah? 2 buttons. Could maybe be, but look at that, 4 years ago. Ow, right? That's for me always an ouch, because yeah, maintenance. Is it still maintained? I was thinking I probably did some mistakes on ALCI and on this one probably as well, so I'll check my work again, but don't do it on the same day. Nothing good comes from it. Do it on the next day or something like that. But the thing you check, what I'll do then, we have to wait, right? Is this git ahead. What did I change? I changed the number. Fine, that's no problem. Okay, fine here as well. What's this? This is live user. Numlock on. Ah yeah. Capitan cursor. Fine. Enable a true. KDE settings. Theme elegance. Something changed here. I don't know why. That's one this morning. Populate, yes. Sort key, yeah. ArcoLinux is called Carli, much better. Cow space here. Carli there. This is the grub thing. Bind tools is changed to bind. Bind tools to bind. Bind tool to bind. Here we've added in the packages x80. Okay, elegant theme. This is the new bit from March, and this is from last time. Okay. Okay, that's one thing. That's one check. Up to date. Then the major thing is this one. Did I make any mistakes here? What's this? Ah, yeah, we've changed the finished queue to finished. Let's hope we didn't make any mistakes there. This is some text, this is some extra text, this is more text. This is new, but we're not using that. This is just equals and okay. Commemoris and colomoris, text. None of the settings are influenced. It's all about text, lot of texts. Here with E18. All right, that's the script. That's deleted here, added there, and then don't shoot false. Don't shoot false. Where is that? Where is that one? Here. Okay, we still got it. So basically nothing changed. We can scroll on. Okay, text, and it's all text. Here is not text. Script. We have had script. We have script. We have text, and we don't shoot false. We know already, but for sure. Here, don't shoot false. Okay, and then we have the users. Bin bash changed to this kind of look. New YAML. We deleted the template line here. A little bit more storage. So this is really a change. Text. ZFS is a new line here, but we're not using it. And Q is out and finished is in. Whew. Looks good. All right. Maybe now GitHub is ready. And off it goes. I was too late to make it a little bit bigger. What do we want to check? We want to check what packages will be installed. Our packages. The rest is Arch. We have Carli mirrorless, Carli keyring, the grub, Carli Calamaris config 0601. Check. Calamaris 3259-1. Check. Where is the SDDM theme? SDDM here, an elegant theme. Check. And now it says corrupt. Yes, because we've made another package, right? And we just have to arrow up because it's deleted already. Do you want to delete it? It's yes, so it's deleted. Just run it again. We get the new CKB comp in with the new sign for the package. Et voila. It all continues the story. So don't forget arrow up, enter as tip. Incredible, right? All these packages, all Lego blocks to play with, to choose. Then it's going to install it and later make a squash image from it. If you are interested, you can go to Eric, Carli build, and watch, right? This is what we have. This is the future system. Arch ISO root file system. This is your future system. It's writing all over the place. It's done writing. It's making from this an ISO. And he's creating on Carli build ISO Arch x86-64 Arch ISO root file system .sfs, a file which contains all of this. And this is something from Arch, not from us. That's okay, right? At least we have the date. But do we have the date? Of course we do have a date as well. There was the def, I think it's called, def rel. Right, Carli, Saturday, June 11th, 8 hours, 57. Yup. We've got that as well, more in detail. Close all files. All right. That's it. I'll cut the video here and we'll install the version that we have now. All right. Cheers.